So say we all.
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 Okay, welcome everyone. This is gonna be the third video for the card reviews. We have a couple of new cards for both Syndicate and Nifgard especially. I think we're gonna have only one neutral, and we're gonna see the first evolving card for Syndicate. I mean, they're gonna be one anyway. It's gonna be the second one for the Master Mirror expansion. So in the last video, we checked the evolving card for Nifgard, Usurper. So let's try to check first some couple of Nifgard cards, okay? That's gonna work well with mostly spy archetype, but the first card of the day gonna be a tactic card actually. So Amnesty, it's gonna be Nifgard tactic, special card as you can see with 6 provision. You are gonna seize an enemy unit with 3 power or less. So think this as a special version of Severes, right? But the catch here is with Conspiracy. What means Conspiracy, if you remember? If you target a spy unit, then after seizing it, you are going to boost it by 2. The thing is here, we are going to see that, I mean, most of the spies we talk about is going to have 1 body. You have Roderick with 2 and Joachim with 4. So if you try to seize the original spies, at best you're going to seize it 2, if you're not going to boost it somehow, I mean. Then you're going to seize 2, it's going to be 4 with seizing that with the value. Then boost it 2, it's going to be 6 for 6, right? But we're going to check today, we're going to have some couple of cards that give enemy units a spy tag. So before Amnesty, you can play them, give spy tags to other units, so you can seize them. But another good part here, if you have Devotion, which means if you're not going to have any neutral card in your Nifgard deck while playing Amnesty, then it's going to always trigger Conspiracy ability, which means even if you not target a spy unit, then you're going to boost it 2 after seizing. So if you can find a 3-point body, seize it, 6 point of pure value, boost it 2, 8 for 6. Nice value. And it's a tactic card, by the way. You can, it's going to be nice in enslaved decks. It's going to have extra value with Hefty Helge, for example. And also, it's a tactic, so I don't want to talk about this, but Stefan plays. I mean, mostly you're not going to choose this if you play Stefan with a tactic deck, because we're going to see some better options too, but it's an option. Mage Infiltrator, it's going to be disloyal unit, which means it's going to be a spy like Duchess Informant and Emissaries, for example. So you're going to play this Mage Infiltrator to the enemy board, okay? It's going to have 1 body, like most of bronze spies, not most of, every bronze spy. And you're going to damage adjacent units by 3. So you're going to have 6 damage in total, minus 1 body, because you're going to play an opponent's side. So 5 for 4, but think this as also you're going to get extra charge for your enforcers. You're going to boost for your seditious aristocrats, we checked in the previous video. And also if you play Rainforn and on board, you're going to get value there too. So even without extra values, it is just 5 for 4, but when you think about the Sky archetype, this is good. And also this is going to be the 3rd bronze. I hope I'm not mistaken here. I think Duchess Informant and Emissaries are the only bronze spies right now we have, right? I hope so. So this is going to be the 3rd bronze spy for Nifgard. In the previous video, we couldn't see the operatives, these doomed units that Usurper spawn to the opponent side. So, but I talk about this, that they're going to have 3 bodies. So this is the card. These are tokens, okay? So next one, we're going to have a nice card here. Look at this. It's going to be Nifgard again, Mage Torture, 4 body, 5 provision. Gonna have Veil. Your opponent cannot give any statuses. You cannot too, by the way. Gonna have Assimilate, which means any card after this you're gonna play that doesn't include in your starting deck, this is gonna get boosted. And with deployability, you are gonna give an enemy unit spine. So think about this with Amnesty, we check. If your opponent gonna have 3 body, if your deck doesn't have Devotion, okay, then with Mage Torturer, you can give spy tag to a 3 body unit, and then with Amnesty, you can seize it. if you do not have devotion, you're gonna still get the 2 boost. That's the important part. Also, when you give spying to an enemy, if you have enforcers, I'm gonna always say this, enforcers, seditious aristocrats, you're gonna get charges, extra boost. They're gonna be so good too, right? And with the assimilate value in a way, I don't know, it seems a nice 5 provision card. It can be even, I don't know, I'm thinking, can spy decks have also Thirsty Dames, for example? Because we are going to play Spies, Thirsty Dame is going to get boost. But also, as it seems, we are going to have some units like this give Spying tags too. That's going to be good for Thirsty Dames too, right? So, I don't know. It can be a nice addition to these decks if we have enough spots for them too. And look at this. If you remember in the first video, we checked the first echo card of this expansion, which was neutral. And then this is the echo card of Nifgard. Coupe de Grace. So special. It means maybe every echo card gonna be special, by the way, after neutral 1 too. It's also a tactic card, which can be really dangerous. I don't know. We're gonna talk about that. So let's check what was echo. If you forgot, this means when you play this card, it's in the graveyard. In the beginning of next round, it's gonna be in your top deck again. Okay, so you can play it again. For example, you play in the first round, in the second round, after draws and mulligans, it's gonna be top deck. So you can draw it in the third round, or if you have any tutor like, for example, Nifgard, when you think, what was the tactic card that War Conceal? You see top deck 3, so you can play this again with that too. What this card do, by the way, 10 provision, it's expensive, right? So damage an enemy unit by 2. Okay, if it kills that unit, I mean that blow, spawn and play base copy of that card. So have the Engage Sword, right? It is special version of Engage Sword, that artifact. But the good part here, with Conspiracy, always trigger that blow ability. So guys, come on. Because we saw that we have cards that give spies. As soon as you give a spy tag to enemy unit, it's gonna have Conspiracy. So you don't need to kill it. Your opponent, for example, I don't know, mirror match, okay? Your opponent has a card that you need. Let's say Damien. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know why. So you give Damien spy tag, okay? Then you play Coupe de Grace, you're gonna give 2 damage to that unit. Doesn't need to be killed because it has spy tag, and then you're gonna have your own Damien too. It's gonna be a really good card. And it is also echo. You can play this in the first round and third round again, second round and third round again with the War Council help. And it is a tactic, imagine Stefan value. I'm not gonna say anything about this card anymore. I mean, come on. So another Nifgard for today, gonna be Brat Hands, legendary card, 4 body 11 provision, can have assimilate. As you can see, most of the cards with this expansion for Nifgard gonna have either assimilate or spy stuff, and they can work well together too. With deploy, you are gonna create and play a bronze disloyal Nifgard unit. Can be Duchess Informant, Emissary, or the card we check today, Mage Infiltrator, right? So it's gonna be, let's see, even without assimilate, you have 4 body value, right? I mean, calculation not gonna be easy because it's gonna be different if you play Duchess Informant. You can have a really nice engine bronze card you can get from your opponent's side. But if you play Mage Infiltrator, for example, we say that it's gonna be 5, right? 6 damage, 1 body, 5. So it's gonna be 9 for 11 without the assimilate stuff. And it's gonna have direct assimilate, by the way, so 10 for 11. And then if you have any other synergy with the spies like enforcers and seditious aristocrats, you're gonna get extra value too. So you are gonna always, as soon as you play this card, you're gonna get more value than 11 provision. And that's gonna really work well with the archetype, so it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. So this was, okay, we have one more card for Nifgard. Let's check this too. Fergus War Embrace. 6 body, 7 provision. With deploy, you're gonna give an enemy unit spying. So it's like the other card we saw today, gives spying tag. Devotion, if you have no neutrals in your deck, you're gonna give 3 enemy units spying instead. In the last version, this can be either give 3 enemy units or 3 adjacent enemy units. That's gonna make a huge difference. but the idea is the same. You're gonna get more spine tags if you have devotion in your deck. And as we can see, giving spine tags not only good for getting charges for your enforcers or get boost for your seditious aristocrats and stuff, it's also nice synergy with other cards like our echo card, Coup de Grace, or the other card with Amnesty to Seize, right? So it's gonna be a nice thing too. So we have one neutral for today. Here. Let's check this first. Siegfried of Denazol. So if you play the first game, you're gonna know this guy. And it's gonna be neutral, 5 body, 7 provision. With deploy, you're gonna profile all other units. Enemy, ally, doesn't matter. These things, any kind of, I mean, it's not expensive, 5 body, 7 provision anyway. And we have some raw profiles, if you remember, a card that we never saw. I don't know, I forgot the name. It was a bronze special. And also we have some faction specific cards like Kella from Nilfgaard, right? Boost, profile all the units in the row. So when I think about this card gonna be neutral and in the game after this expansion, it means Kella definitely gonna need a rework, right? Because if you have a neutral card that does the job a faction card does and do it better, then that faction card needs a rework. So it is time for Kella to get a rework, I guess. I mean, we didn't see any Kella for a very long time anyway, even in this poison metas, right? So definitely that card needs a rework. It's a time. This is the time. So let's check the Syndicate's evolving cards, because the other cards gonna have about that. So it's gonna be good to see this first. So as you can see, all in one picture, probably all the evolving cards gonna have 6 body and 11 provision. Okay, so this is gonna be Jack's Miraculous Child. Okay, Profit 4, Tribute 4/2. By the way, this kind of spawn plays with Syndicate gonna always have the tribute value with the profit most of the times. So you're gonna get 4 coin. You can just spend the coins you get. You don't need to have coins in your purse. You're gonna spawn 2 Firesworn Zealots. You know Firesworn Zealots, right? 2 body tokens. You're gonna spawn that, and at the start of round, if you didn't play this card, hand in or deck, it's gonna transform into this, Jacques de Aldersberg. So it's gonna have Firesworn tag 2, Profit 4, Tribute again 4. This time, instead of Firesworn Zealots, you're gonna spawn 2 Flaming Rose Footmen. Those gonna be in tokens, and we can see those tokens here. Where are them? These guys. Flaming Rose Footman. 3 body, 1 armor. This is gonna be Doomed Firesworn tokens. We are gonna get 2 of them, okay? And if you have Devotion and not play this card, in the beginning of 3rd round, this is gonna change into, let's say, evolve into Jack's Grand Master. Lolution, thank you for the follow, mate. I hope you're gonna enjoy your time here. So, in the round 3, if you didn't play so far, it's gonna be this. Gonna have Wheel like Usurper, Profit 4, Tribute 4. You're gonna spawn again like the second version, 2 Flaming Crows, okay? Flaming Crows Footman, I mean. So it's gonna be 12 for 11. But also, whenever you play a Firesworn card, not spawn play, you're gonna boost self by 1. It's like the Usurper, right? When you play Agent, boost Usurper. When you play Firesworn, boost Jack's Grand Master. So that's gonna be the same thing. In the reveal video, it says, by the way, gain 1 coin, but I think it is confirmed that it's gonna be this ability. All the evolving cards gonna have same bodies, same provisions, and closely near abilities. I mean, the spawn stuff, the bodies, the spawned units, the value against the provision, the ratios, they're gonna be same. So boost seems anyway more logical. We had Firesworn Zealot Swarm archetype in Syndicate in a way, right? With Hellweed. So it's gonna be a little bit of better. We had also some bronze units that get boosted every time you spawn a unit. That's gonna have nice synergy with that. And we have some good cards for this stuff, which, for example, one of them gonna be, where are you? This guy, Cleric of the Flaming Rose. So 4 body, 5 provision, profit 2, tribute 2, same. Spawn a fire summon zealot in this row if you pay the tribute. If you want to pay, if you want to spend all the profit you got, so you're gonna spawn a fire summon zealot, nice. And if this stays on the board and you have coins in your purse, then whenever you spend one fee, one coin, you're gonna transform a fire sworn zealot into flaming rose footman. So when you think about that, transforming a zealot into a footman means +1, so 1 coin for 1, right? It has to give you another value other than body, because spending 1 coin for 1, I mean, if you do not have, think about this, most of the swarm decks with Syndicate, you don't try to keep much money, right? Much coin in your purse. Sometimes if you have, what's the name? Hursan Senior setup, the Crimes and Intimidate setup, you only need 3 coins to use the tribute value of Hursan Senior, and you get that coin with your leader charges, right? And you never keep any money, because most the congregate plays, think about that, to spawn not 2 but 3 Fire Sworn Zealot, you need to have 0 coin in your purse. And there's going to be Fire Sworn Zealot swarm archetype in a way, so you don't need to keep any money in your purse. So if you have somehow get money with that, with the deck you created, that's why you want to spend that getting value with this kind of card. Also help you to not keep any coin in your purse. So in that sense, that's gonna be good too. But other than that, if there are gonna be any other synergy with the cards we're gonna see in the next days to get you more value, if you have more Flaming Rose Footman instead of Zealots, that's gonna make more sense too, I think. But still, I don't know, maybe because I'm hyped about Spies to be back, I like Usurper better, I guess, over than this. But we need to see in game 2. Do we have any other card? Yeah, we have one more here. So last card of this video, I think. Smuggle, it's gonna be special and crime for Syndicate, 5 provision. When you play this card, you're gonna get 3 coin, profit 3, and you're gonna spawn a Flaming Rose Footman. So it's gonna be 6 for 5 provision play, and also you're gonna have some profit. This profit you can spend, as you can see with the previous card, the Cleric, to turning your Zealots into Footman, right? I don't know, even right now in meta, we have a lot of raw punish, right? I mean, nearly every deck have Lacerate, even 3 with Lacerate. And probably we're gonna see those plays in the first days too, because you saw this is a swarm archetype, and we saw that with Symbiosis, Squirtle gonna have swarm too. That means keeping raw punish in the first week in every deck, and also Lambert maybe, that seems logical. So this kind of plays, because people gonna be ready for this stuff, I don't know how strong they're gonna be. Anyway, so this is gonna be the 3rd video of the card review, so we are ending this too. See you in the next one.